What's up, you guys? So it's Layla Lynn back with another video. And earlier I talked about Portia and Giselle being on Watch What Happens Live last night, but I want to talk about a specific aspect of Watch What Happens Live, which has to do with Karen Huger, who is currently incarcerated. Karen Huger is currently incarcerated due to her not being able to control her drinking and driving. And it's one thing not to be able to control your drinking or just to do a little bit too much, like maybe you think you got it under control. That's one thing. But the driving is a whole another thing that you don't have to do. And so Karen Huger is currently in jail for that. And I thought when Karen Huger, when it was announced that she was actually going to jail, shout out to the What Else Is Going On podcast. When it was announced that Karen Huger is actually going to jail, I did feel like she would be running it. I felt like Karen would mother goose those ladies, their Bravo fans. Like I felt like I see Karen as like a prison mother. But then this report came out that she was scared. Like Karen was having a hard time in jail. She was scared of the other women because of their violent crimes and things like that. But now we heard from Giselle. Somebody very close to Karen has been in touch with Giselle and told Giselle that Karen is mother goose and the ladies in jail. Which is what I thought. So we're gonna get into that in this video. But first, if you're watching, if you're not familiar with me, I'm Layla Lynn. I do celebrity news and nostalgia, and I also talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac, and a couple other franchises. And we're gonna be talking about Karen Huger playing Mother Goose in jail with the other jail women. She is running it just like we thought. All right, you guys. So this story comes courtesy of the Jasmine brand, which is one of the blogs I've always loved. If you ever wanted to know who influences me as a blogger, it's the Jasmine brand and Lovely Tea. Like the Jasmine brand, her stories are not the same exactly as the other stories you see on the other blogs. Like she always has little unique stories. It might be one a day or two a day, but she has stories you don't see on the other blogs. And so she posted, Giselle Bryant said, Karen Huger is running things behind bars. They love her. Like I said, that is what I thought. That is what I would expect that they would love Karen. She's a social butterfly. And I always felt like even in jail, Karen would be that girl. So they report Giselle Bryant is giving fans an update on Karen Huger's well being behind bars. Giselle revealed that she's been in contact with someone close to Karen. So, not exactly Karen, but it's someone close to Karen, and shared that the Grand Dame is running things. Okay, Karen. She said, from what I understand, they love her up from where she is right now. They are loving the Grand Dame. I feel very good about the fact that she's safe. And I did do a tour of her prison. I'll put a link in the top right hand corner. I did do a tour of it, and I can see where they would love her. It's not like a prison for like violent crimes as far as the other women that she's with. So I could always see that yes, they would love Karen. They would love them some Kern. They said she also mentioned that Karen Huger's husband, Ray Huger. Now, Ray is the one still adjusting to her absence because Ray is an older man. Ray's an older man, and I don't know how Karen treated him at home. Like, I don't know if she cooked or cleaned. She doesn't give me that. But whatever she did at home, like Ray is missing his wife, basically. She said, when it comes to Dr. Wendy, Giselle Bryant said that Wendy hasn't spoken to Karen since last season and probably won't be speaking to her for a long time. So, if and when, and I'm going to say when Karen returns to the show, whatever her and Wendy have going on is going to have to be like resuscitated. Their friendship is going to have to be resuscitated. It's going to have to be revived because they are not in touch. But Giselle and Karen are like the ultimate frenemies. So even though Giselle doesn't talk to Karen directly, Giselle talks to someone who is close to Karen, and they're close enough to share with Giselle that a lot of the ladies in prison are loving Karen. Like they're loving that mother goose aspect. They probably need a mom in their life. Like they're loving Karen, which is what I would expect. They say, as previously reported, Karen is serving a 1-year prison sentence after being found guilty of DUI, negligent driving, and other charges stemming from a car crash in March 2024. And this is what I keep telling y'all didn't have to happen. Like, I understand, the drinking to a certain extent, It's just the driving part of it that I think a lot of us just can't wrap our heads around, especially with there being Uber and Lyft and taxi cabs and all type of car services, especially if you're the Karen Huger. Like, why are you driving, girl? I don't even like to drive. I don't know if I shared that on my channel before, but your girl can drive. I can drive, but I hate to drive. I hate to drive. And so for me, Karen driving after drinking is like, you're Karen Huger. Why are you driving? And so I think a lot of us feel the same way. Like, why are you behind the wheel, Karen? But Karen, for whatever reason, has refused to give up the wheel, even though she probably should. And so now she's in jail, and this is a learning lesson for her. So, y'all, leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about it being true that, yes, Karen is running things in jail. She is that Mother Goose. She is that social superstar, that social butterfly, that socialite, even in jail. Like, she still has her social skills with her. Leave a comment, share your thoughts on that. And before we go, I also wanted to talk about Miss Mia Amore. Mia Thornton. Monique of Ultra T posted these clips from Monique's story. She's now moved to Atlanta. She announced that she's leaving Potomac. She has officially moved to Atlanta, and it seems to be that she moved to Atlanta with ink. So she posted in her stories, when someone asked me if I love living in Atlanta, and you see a couple Atlanta housewives, like I believe that's Kelly in the gold, and then we see Shamia in like the leopard and the pink, and then that's Mia in the white dress. And on the Watch What Happens Live episode last night, when they mentioned Mia moving to Atlanta, and they asked Portia what she thought about that, about Mia being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think people expected shade from Portia, specifically Andy. I think Andy expected Portia to shade Mia, but she didn't. She was like excited. She was excited, and it seems like some of the other Atlanta girlies like Mia from her stories. She's hanging out with them, and you can see them here: Mia in the white, Shamia, and Kelly. So y'all let me know what y'all think about if Mia was to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Is it too much for y'all when people like hop franchises? Is that too much for y'all? I don't know if I would love it. I would just have to see. It might be realistic though. If Mia was on Real Housewives of Atlanta with ink, it might be like her real story. Like it might be realistic. So I'm not gonna say I hate the idea, because I do think like ink is like her real guy. But y'all leave a comment, let me know what y'all think about Mia, and what do y'all think about Karen running things in the jail cell. Leave a comment, share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching. Now, if you made it this far to the end of the video, then I think you like my content. So make sure you subscribe and check out my channel. I have over 1,000 videos on my channel. Check out my playlist and my podcast, and I assure you, you will like more of my content.